how to animate photos or images in Filmora 9, just like the one you're watching right now, then stay with me. I'll show you how. Before we get started, if you're new here, subscribe to my channel for more awesome videos like this. So without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, we need to import our images. Now double click on the middle and go to your desktop or whatever you save it on your computer, highlight and import them. So we have all our images. These are the images we're going to be using for our animation. So drag the first image to the timeline, drag them down one after the other, or to be faster, you can highlight them and drag them down. Drag the image and hold down shift key and scroll to the last image and click on it and drag all your images to the timeline. Now that we have all our images on the timeline, it's time to crop. Now if you look at the side there, you will notice there are black space by the side with a wonder. So right click on the image and go to crop and zoom. And go to crop to fit. You can see we've gotten rid, but let's reverse it and right click again and go to crop and zoom and click on, go to change the ratio from to 16:9, then click OK. You can see we've gotten rid of it. Go to the second image, right click, go to pan and zoom, change the ratio to 16:9 and click OK. You can click on that icon, this icon instead, and it will take you to the same place. Change the ratio to 16:9 and click OK. Follow the same process and do the same to all your images, one after the other. Alright, to this image we're gonna do something different. We change it to 16:9. Let's see how it will look like. Click on it. It will crop out some of the part and we don't want it like this, so let's get rid of it and do something else. So drag it down and replace it. Now we're gonna add an effect that will take care of that. Now go to effects and go to background blur. Now let's test this. Drag the first one and drop it on it, and you can expand it. Now you can see the background. Now instead of that ugly black, now we have a colorful blur background. So delete that, try another one, just go through it one after the other. Anyone that suits you, you can use it. Try the third one, expand it. Now we have a beautiful background. So let's use this one for our background, and you can take as many as you want. So let's use this too as our background and just scroll through it and see how it is. It's looking epic, right? So that's what we're going to do to those images. Now we have our images cropped to fit and everything is good to go. Now let's go to the first image, right click and go to crop and zoom. Now let's add some motion to our image, that is some zoom. Now go to pan and zoom. Now look at this window. We have two windows here. We have one, the smaller one, and the wider one. One is start and the other one is finish. So the start, it will start from there, and the other one, it will finish there, and we can swap it if we want. So click on it to start and end here. So now it will end it. So now all we need to do, we can swap it. You go to this icon right here, click on it, and it will swap to change the end and the start, depending on how you want it. but that's way. Now let's click it. You can see it starts from the smaller one and end in the wider window. So let's swap it again. All you need to do is to click on that icon and you swap it to either it will start from the smaller window or from the larger window, so either way. So let's click OK and let's preview it. Alright, that's looking good. Let's go to our second image. Right click on it, or you can click on this icon right there and it will bring you to the same window. Click on pan and zoom. Now make some adjustment, then preview it. If it's okay, click OK. Go to the next one, click on the icon, click on pan and zoom, make some changes to it, arrange it, then click it, preview it. If it's okay, you click OK. So follow the same process and do the same to all your images. From time to time you can click on that icon right there and it will switch it inside out. So follow the same process and apply zoom to all your images one after the other. Alright, when we're done, we need to preview it. We need to render it. In order to preview it, click on that icon and allow it to pre-render to get rid of for a smooth playback. Now let's preview it and see our progress so far. Isn't it awesome? Alright, I think it is cool. The next thing we need to add is transition. So go to transition, then we have all kind of transition. Now you can apply it randomly, but let's start with this. Let's drag it and drop it in the beginning and just go through it one after the other and pick the one that suits you and drop it in between the images one after the other. Test it and see how it is, or you can even click on the transition, then you click on play and you see it play in the preview before you drag it down to the timeline. Just go through it one after the other, test it. If it's okay, you drag it down randomly. They're all cool, so do the same. Just go through it, take your time, check and see the one that suits you. If it's okay for you, you drag it and drop it in between the images one after the other. So do it. Now you can double click on the transition and go to this window and you can reduce it, but this is okay for me, so I don't need to do that. So let's pre-render it and preview it again. So it is done. Let's preview it and see how it is and see our progress so far. So here's the preview of what we've done so far. We're not done yet. There are other things we can do to them, and just go through it. If any of the transition doesn't suit you or you don't like it, you can go back and make some changes to it. There's no harm in doing that. That's the important of the preview. Just go through it. If it's not okay, change it. You have options. So I think this is cool. So let's move forward. Now we need to add some sound effects. Go to audio. If you have sound effects, you can add. Let me search for the ones I have right here. So I'm gonna drag it and drop it one after the other under each of the images. If you have soundtrack, you can do the same thing. It's not kind of necessary, but it makes it more interesting with the sound. It makes it more amazing. So drag down the soundtrack one after the other and align it. Make sure it is well aligned with your transition one after the other. As the transition moves, the sounds goes together. The sound go together, So do the same for all of them, one after the other. Alright, when you're done, you can make some changes to it. Just listen to it. If it's okay, you leave it. If it's not, make some adjustment. So let's preview it and see. Well, you can't hear it because it is mute, of course. So, but when I'm done, I'll play it and you'll hear it, right? Okay. So, are we done? Not yet. We can do one or two things to it. So, we need background music. So just go through it, choose any music of your choice. Just go through it, test it. If it's okay, you drag it down to the timeline. So if you don't have it, Filmora have it. You can go check audio and you check the one that comes with Filmora. Those ones are awesome. Just click, move your playhead to the end, and cut and delete. So far we've done pretty well, but we can add text to it. So go to text, drag down one of the pre-text or pre-made, double click on it, then go to double click on it, go to advanced. Then we can delete the one you don't want. Click and just delete. Then here, let's change the text. You can write whatever you want. I'm just gonna type something simple like awesome. Isn't the video awesome? So there's a lot you can do to this text, but we're just gonna do something small. So drag it to the position you want. Then we can change the color if we want, or we can choose one of the pre-text there. So choose, double click on it and choose the one that suits you. So I think this is okay. You can choose another, or you can just change the color. Just do it yourself. Now let's fix that. When it's okay, we can change the animation too. It depends on what you want. So let's see, what can we do to this very one? Let's yeah, it's cool, right? So let's test it. So when you're done, click on export and export your project and enjoy the final product. Well, talking about final product, here is our final product. Check it out. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it interesting? enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so I can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. And also be sure to check out my other videos on this channel as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.